Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi and I am so happy that you're here. Today I'm gonna do a quick dinner prep. I'm gonna show you a meal that I make pretty regularly. These are items that you probably already have in your fridge. I might have a couple of more items than I normally do just because this was something that I had already prepped from a few days ago. But it's a very quick, simple dinner. It's something that has a lot of protein, a lot of veggies, and I'll walk you through the steps. I'll even let you know like how I'm gonna be preparing it tonight and how we'll eat it also for the next day for lunch. So before we get started, just thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe if you haven't. I would love for you to continue to go along this journey with me. And yeah, let's get started. So for starters, you're gonna need a pan. Here is a pan I have with a baking sheet on it. This is gonna go in the oven. This is where you would put the salmon. Tonight, we are going to be eating it over the broccoli and kale slaw. So it'll be the salmon on top of this, but I'm making an additional step because I usually make dinner that carries on for lunch. And for lunch, I'm going to be making the cauliflower rice veggies. I'm gonna make a medley of green beans with frozen edamame. And then I'm going to season it with the Green Goddess seasoning blend. I get this at Trader Joe's. So that is going to be for the veggie medley. This is going to be for lunch the next day and probably a little bit for dinner as well. And then here we have the salmon. I have 3 pieces already cut. I buy these at Costco. And then in the same pan, I'm going to be putting in these cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna cut them in half. In the pan, they taste delicious. So we're gonna do that. And then the seasoning that you're going to need, or I should say the products you're going to need for the glaze are going to be these items here. Now, I have 2 of these here just because this one's almost done, but you only need 1. So you're going to need some Trader Joe's soy sauce. And then you're going to need some organic toasted sesame oil. This is the one I get from Trader Joe's as well. And then for a hint of sweetness, I'm going to need the Trader Joe's organic blue agave syrup. So this is what you're going to need for the glaze that you're gonna put on the salmon. I like to season it though a little bit with the citrus garlic, also from Trader Joe's, with some salt and pepper. So all of these products are going to be what you need to make this dish. And then here I just have some diced onions that I like to put in with the vegetables as I am sauteing them, just to add a little bit more flavor. So to start off, I put the salmon onto the pan, like I said, and this is a baking sheet. I only sprayed down the baking sheet with a little bit of coconut oil, the spray that I get at Trader Joe's as well, which is actually this one, just so you can see it. This is the one I get. I sprayed down the baking sheet just so that it doesn't stick. But basically, the only thing I am going to put on this salmon is going to be a little bit of the organic toasted sesame oil. So what I do is I first just kind of sprinkle it on like this. And I do it to all 3 of them. And this one's almost out. I already have another one that's open. But you just sprinkle it on like that. And you're gonna use the sesame oil also for the glaze that you're going to make for your salmon. And just finish this up. Okay, perfect. So now you can set that aside, and then you're going to also season it with the Cuban style citrus garlic. And this is just very lightly, just a little bit. And then some salt and pepper. So here's the salt. And the pepper. So now this is gonna go into the oven. This is gonna go into the oven at 375. And because mine is frozen, I'm going to do it for roughly about 30 minutes. However, if yours is thawed, 12 to 15 minutes should be fine. So this is gonna go in the oven now. So while that is in the oven, we're now going to prep the cherry tomatoes. These are gonna go into the oven with the salmon fillets when they are roughly about maybe 10 minutes out to be done. And these inside the oven are delicious. These taste fantastic when they're baked. So all we're gonna do with these is we're just gonna cut them in half and we're gonna put them in a bowl until we are ready to put them in with the salmon. So we're just gonna cut these up. Perfect. So that's what it looks like. And then these are just gonna go in there, like I said, once the salmon is about 10 minutes out from being ready. So for tonight's dinner, because I'm gonna do essentially a dual system, I'm gonna be doing 2 different types of dinners. The one for tonight is gonna be over some salad, like I said. So this one will be tossed. I'm gonna prep, for the moment, I'm gonna prep the rice vegetables, which is the cauliflower medley. And this I leave by itself. I don't do anything else to this. I leave this alone. I just add a little bit of butter and a little bit of garlic. And then I'm gonna do the organic green beans, which I'm gonna mix in with the frozen edamame. And then I'm going to season all of that with the green goddess. So all of this is gonna be in one pan. This is one pan, and this will be its own pan separately. Before I get started with all of the vegetables and the rice and start prepping that with the salad, I'm going to make my mixture really quick, and this is what's going to be over the salmon. This is gonna be the glaze. You can do something simpler like teriyaki sauce, maybe even cut up some pineapple or some mango with the teriyaki. That's always delicious. This personally is just one of my favorite little medleys to make. So you're gonna take the Trader Joe's soy sauce and you're gonna do roughly about 1 cup of this. And at this point I just kind of eyeball it just because I've been doing it for so long, but you're gonna do roughly about 1 cup. And then you're gonna take the sesame oil, and this one you're gonna pour in there, and this one you don't need very much. And then for sweetness, you're gonna do the Trader Joe's agave. I'm just gonna squeeze that in. And then you're gonna take a little whisk like this, or you can use a spoon, a fork. I just like this little whisk. And you're gonna mix it all up. And so basically this is gonna go on top of the salmon once it's ready. So you're just gonna do the mixture, and then basically you will just set this aside. So this will be the glaze over the salmon, and then I also like to go on top of it with some sesame seeds mixed in with some seaweed. This is delicious. This is also from Trader Joe's. This is just in a different packaging that I ended up using, but this is from Trader Joe's. It's one of their Asian toppings. So this goes on top of the salmon with the glaze. So for the vegetables, gonna put a little bit of onion. For the rice, just gonna pour all of that in here. I'm gonna take my seasoning. I'm gonna start with the frozen edamame. Just kind of let that cook a little bit. Take the organic green beans. Then I'm gonna take the Trader Joe's green goddess, and this is gonna go in the vegetables. I'm also generous. Going to the broccoli kale slaw. So inside it already comes with its own little packaging of everything. So we're gonna do the salad. And I always like to take these out just because these don't really taste that great. So I pull these out. My husband, I'm sure, appreciates that. He doesn't really like this stuff either. He only eats vegetables because I force him. So this package will come with its own salad dressing, which I always like to give it a squeeze and mix it up. It's got cranberries and like a mixture of nuts, which will be like, looks like it's almonds and sunflower seeds. So we'll start with that first. Open that, dump that in, and we'll do the cranberries. Same thing. Dump that in, and then we'll dump in the dressing, and then we'll mix it. The 2 salad tongs and just toss, and then we'll serve this for dinner. It's the salad. Now that the salad is done, I'm going to now start prepping the plate. The only thing we're waiting on right now is the salmon, which has about 10 minutes left, and then this is how essentially it'll look. This bowl is what I use to put the salad in. I decided this time to just kind of do a full plate just to show you. However, please know you can alter this to fit however you want. Originally, I was gonna do the salmon just over the salad, but for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna do a full plate with the veggies and the rice as well, so you have that idea. And then this is really good for meal preps as well. This is, like I said, this is really quick and easy. This whole dinner probably takes me around maybe 15 minutes to make, not including the baking of the salmon, obviously, depending on if it's frozen or if it's thawed. Either way, we're gonna get started on prepping the plate. So here is the plate for the salad, which I'll just fill up a little bit. And that's gonna be your salad. So you can also just put the salmon on here and then that's dinner. The salmon with the salad is delicious. So that's one meal if you want. And then I'll prep the main plate. And then here is the main plate. Here is your vegetables with the cauliflower rice. And then I'm gonna put a piece of salmon here. And then this is going to be your dinner. So here is the plate with the salmon in it. So like I said, you have your salad, you have your salmon. So the only thing left to do with this plate is going to be to put the glaze, which was the glaze we did earlier today. Just gonna whisk that together like that. And then I'm just gonna take a spoon and just glaze the salmon. And you wanna be generous with the glaze too, because it's sweet, so it adds a really nice taste to it. And we're gonna set that to the side. And then we're gonna use the Trader Joe's mix that has the seaweed along with the sesame seeds. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. And you can sprinkle this everywhere, actually, like on top of the rice, on top of the vegetables, but I like it over the salmon. And that's it, and that's what you have. This is your dinner. This is your dinner if you are very hungry. Like I said before, you can definitely put the salmon just on top of the salad by itself. You can have this by itself. You can even make this and meal prep this for a couple of days too. So this is your dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you try this dinner, and if you do, please let me know if you like it. Like I said, this is a very quick dinner. You can totally make this in about 10 to 15 minutes. You really don't need very much. You don't even have to use the vegetables I use. You could just use whatever you have in your fridge at the moment, whether it's broccoli and cauliflower, etc. The cauliflower is also frozen, so it's a quick little heat up session. And then the salad is just a salad, you know, I tossed. You can do Caesar salad, etc. This is definitely just a really quick dinner. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit the like if you like this video as well. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for continuing to go along this journey with me, and I hope that you continue to come back. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.